call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and you're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wildcats ready to get this thing started and open the season. Out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have the football first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. At midfield, he's got room. Open field on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. Take a step back for a moment and think about Northwestern. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Turning it on! Just just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good... and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going to the running game. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Gets it out fast. Out. The defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down. The Dogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own. Defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Northwestern.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Wildcats will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Hard running there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. They're working that left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm.
There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mahoney. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. But he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. Run through the contact. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Murray.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Looking to fire. Punts it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
A little release to the back. At the 20, he's got space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the...
you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll move the tight end. Power ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Georgia!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hand off to Jones.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense. Get the ball backwards, in great field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Mahoney. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Touchdown, Dogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Bringing the heat. Unloads it downfield. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On over the middle, it's Jones. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He gets it in there again, scored the touchdown, got the 2. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Mahoney. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the grab down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. to Jones. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Field goal is good. That brings them to within 1. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Using the quick game. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mahoney. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. 3 quarters are in the books, time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important. They got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Dead center perfect. That gives them a little breathing room, now up 24-20. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Back to throw, it's Carney. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Sure hands, it's Smith. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got North right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Dumps it to the back. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. There he goes to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead the pick. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, when a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Thorne. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Gonna look downfield again. Using his feet to buy time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Red pass, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Rushes on him. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Back's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He makes the grab for the 2, but wait just a second. There is a penalty marker on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
The give as they work on that clock. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but you got to keep that.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And that is just about a perfect run as he bends them deep inside the 10-yard line. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down and score a touchdown.
Wants to fire on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Dropping back, it's Carney. There's some pressure. They get to him as he throws.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Might be calling a hot route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Takes a hit as he fires.
Yeah, at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens on third.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.